Hey, this is part 2, solving systems by subtraction. The other video was how to solve a system by addition. This is how to solve it by subtraction. So notice we have our two equations. We're going to be subtracting both sides. So the big mistake that you might be making with this is forgetting which signs are going to be changing. So the best thing to do is to take, when you're going to subtract this equation from the top equation to solve it, because essentially you can look at it and see these are the same. They're both positive, and if you subtract them, then that will disappear and you're left with just y. And you can always solve an equation if it only has one variable. So we're going to subtract the whole bottom equation from the top equation. What you want to do is start by marking it with parentheses and put a subtraction sign out front. And remember that that represents a -1 times everything inside. So -1 times 3 is going to be -3. -1 times a negative, remember, is a positive, and negative times a negative is a positive. So that's the important part to remember, is that when you're subtracting the whole thing, every sign basically will change. So keep that in mind. Once you get over that, it's just as easy as solving by addition. Then you're taking 3 minus 3x is going to cancel out, be 0. 3y plus 1 more is 4y, plus 4y equals 6, plus 6 more equals 12. Now you have 4y equals 12. We're going to divide both sides by 4 to get rid of that coefficient because it's being multiplied by the y. When you divide 12 by 4, you get 3. So you know that y equals 3. So you've solved for one variable. You still have to go back and solve for the other variable. Sorry, there's more math. So just write down that y equals 3 for now. Okay, and now we're going to go plug that back into another equation. If you want to write it down, that's probably a good idea. The equation that we're going to use is 3x minus y equals -6. This pen is running out of ink. And we know that y equals 3, so we're going to plug in a 3 here for this -y. So 3x minus 3 equals -6. To get rid of this 3 from the side of the x, we're going to add it because it's being subtracted. Add it to both sides. A -6 plus 3, make sure you're going the right direction. It's going to be -3 and not 9 or +3. So make sure you're being careful and paying attention to your signs. So 3x equals, remember, -6 plus 3 brings it back up closer to 0. It's going to be +3. X equals 1, because I've divided both sides by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 3x divided by 3, that will cancel out and give you x equals 1. So you know that y equals 3 and x equals 1. That is where those two equations will intersect. I hope this was helpful. There's nothing more aside from, because I can't be in there in the room with you helping you. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I can try to answer those as they come up. Good luck.